Hello, my name is Terrell Jones, founder of winningcollege.com and the author of The Fastest Way to Winning College, where I help train transitioning high school and college students in the areas of psychology, academics, social savviness, and in career development so that your child gets into the career that they love once they graduate. I'm so glad that you decided to join me here today on this 4-week college fast start webinar training series where you're going to learn how to help your child prepare for college and really help your child be successful throughout the first year of college and beyond. So you're going to learn that through one of my systems called the triangle of transformation, and really what you need to do, the tools and the resources and strategies you need to be successful throughout that process. So who am I? To be honest, I'm just a kid from the projects, born and raised in New York City. Was lucky enough to be inspired to go to college and got there, didn't really know what to do, confused, me and my mother trying to figure it all out. I fumbled, bumbled, and stumbled and found myself at graduation and graduated, got my degree, realized that I love learning, so I decided to go back and get my master's degree and not just learning school. I'm talking about self-knowledge. So how did I really get into the college and career development expert spaces? Because during my undergrad, I was part of a organization that helped freshmen succeed. So, really just anywhere from tests to, I don't care if they need to navigate on campus, anything that they needed, the organization was there to help. And I know how hard it was for me to succeed. So I wanted to make sure that I gave back and helped students. Well, anyway, I remember during a homecoming, I had some friends come back from a long time after seeing them, and I was talking to some friends, and I remember the guys that I was talking to, I kept hearing the same thing, yeah, what happened, man? What's up? Where you been at? Man, college is too expensive. I don't know what to, yeah, I couldn't do it. It's not really for me. I want to do something else. So I kept hearing those same things, and I remember just thinking to myself, like, man, I really gotta help students do something, man, because that's crazy, man. These guys was excited to be in college. We was all together, and they just dropped out. And what really did it for me was I spoke to one friend who was doing great, graduated with 2 degrees, accounting business. And as I'm talking to him, I'm like, "Hey, man, what's going on, man? I know you got you got 2 degrees and everything. You big time." He like, "Man, I'm working at Sam's Club." I'm like, what? You got 2 degrees? He's like, yeah, man, it's so hard to get a job out here, this, that, and the third. So that really just made me think, like, man, no, I really have to do something to help students and parents, because this is a state of emergency right now. When you get 2 degrees and you got to work at Sam's Club, nothing wrong with it, but you getting 2 degrees and you're paying all that money and you got those accomplishments, you need to be doing really something more. So that's kind of really how the seeds of helping students really began. But after that, because during that night, I just went in my journal, wrote down notes and everything I was thinking. Well, anyway, I sat on it for a couple years. I'm talking about after I graduated my bachelor's and my master's and worked for Fortune 500 companies, making good money, and I ended up losing my job. And it wasn't until I'm like, man, what am I going to do? I end up looking through my old notebook, and I see that I wrote the notes on helping students succeed in college. So I'm like, you know what? This is the perfect time for me to get started. So I decided to write a book. And I wrote The Fastest Way to Winning College, and that's been my mission ever since. I've been doing this for over 8 years now, and just really spreading my name, and making a large impact. I've been featured on many TV, radio programs, to ABC News, to 106.5 The B, many national and local radio stations, 91.3, and many other local college stations, exactly where the students are at. Really just helping them there in making it impact. But there's one small problem. If we're looking at our high school students, only 34% of them that aren't enrolling in college, they're saying certain things: I can't afford it. I'm earning good money already, from grades to I don't know what to do, to my parents are successful. So what's the point of me even going? I don't have to go. And some of them may be good excuses, if that's what you want to call it, but you know, for students, for I'll say a majority of people who really want to, get out and make a difference, and And college may not be for everybody, but for those who are really looking to take that next step into higher education, we don't want to let certain things as not being able to afford it, or having a barrier of my grades aren't good be that stopping point. So that's what high school students are going through. But if we looking at college students, the college dropout rate is extraordinary. We're looking at about 59%. Uh, if we look at just what we have here, 41% of students who began college, right, finished within 6 years. That's only 40. That means 59% are not. And they saying things such as tuition is expensive, it's too much stress to balance and work in school. Not an adult, they're not prepared for it. It's just really not prepared in order to take that step. It's sort of like, what is the weakest? Let me ask you a question. What is the weakest point of any human being's life? Is during when? Infancy, right? That's when your immune system is not built. You just came into the world. You don't know what to do. You can't defend yourself. It's the same thing in college. It's during that beginning stages. There's one feat just to get in, but once they start as a freshman, that's why the dropout rate is so high as a freshman. It's because once they just start, and it's a whole new world. It's a whole new world they're being born into, a whole new environment. So they need that ongoing support. They need that foundation in order to be successful. So these are some of the things that they're saying. Now, okay, so what's really the dream, right? The dream is to help them get into the career that they love. The dream is to help them pick a career that they have a passion for, right? You've heard it before, that they have a strong interest in. Go to a school that they're happy with and that you happy with as well, right? Help them enjoy the college journey, no stress, right? Graduate, and right upon graduation, get into the career or the profession that they desire, right? That's really what you're expecting to happen. Now the question is it possible? And I'm here to tell you today that yes, it is possible. If it can happen for me, it can happen for anybody. Hit me and my mom, it can happen for anybody. Trust me. And what saved me is the fact that I love to learn, and I'm not talking about book smarts. I'm talking about that I just love to learn in general. I was able to graduate my bachelor's and my master's degree, barely scraping a 3.0. It took my undergrad until getting a 3.9 GPA with some of the very strategies that you're going to learn once you register for this webinar. I had made over six figures with several Fortune 500 companies that I've been working with, and have them constantly emailing me and contacting me to work for them, even until this day. Made great relationships, in college that helped me network and get different opportunities. And it's not just me. I'm gonna tell you, coming up, I'm gonna talk to you about a case study, just even in one particular area, from a girl named Erin, who she resolved her roommate issue. So what did she do just to resolve a situation like that? Oh, and this picture right here is just a picture of me and my grandmother, looking so proud during my graduation. So you might be thinking, all right, that sounds good, but what's really in it for me? Think about it. What's in it for you is, you're gonna have an independent and responsible child. That means no stress for you. So I'm sure you're excited about that. Also you have more time to yourself now. You don't have too much in your mind. You know what I'm saying? You can travel more. You can make love to your spouse now. You can be able to walk around the house naked if you want to. But the main thing is, to really just make sure that your child is out there. They're doing it what they're supposed to do. You don't have to worry, because they're responsible and they're handling themselves, and you know that you put in your investment to good use, because you set the foundation and prepared them for college. So if we're looking at this case study, Erin, she's just a young girl from New York City, public school, and just wanted to decide to go to college. So she goes to college in Florida. Now, before she goes, I have a conversation with her and said, hey, before you go there, make sure that you sit down and you talk to your roommate, because it's really going to help you a lot. While y'all living together. So yeah, Terrell, yeah, I got you. Don't worry about it. Really excited. I know it went through one ear and out the other. Okay, so she ends up going there, and within the first 2 weeks, Then the first 2 weeks they fought, argued. The RAs couldn't even break it up or anything. So it was, it was just bad. It was really bad. From AC problems to why'd you close on my side of the room and everything that you could think of. So that that really just went horribly. So she ended up changing roommates. So before she changed roommates, so we ended up talking again, and she like, what, Terrell, this time what I'm really gonna do is just sit down, make sure we have some guidelines and what we accept, what we like, what we don't, and we on the same page. So they end up having a conversation, and that's exactly what she did. Okay, so what do you like to do? Do you come in late? Do you like? Are you okay with loud music? How do you like the AC? All right, this is where you're gonna keep your clothes. This is how I'm gonna keep my clothes. And they all right. Can you have some of my food, or can I not have some? So same thing. So she did that, and now they're getting along just fine. It's been approximately 4 months now, and she's really excited, and they're getting along fine. So I'm not saying that it's always going to be fine and dandy. It might not always go like that for them, because people have free will to do what they want. So I'm not guaranteeing any kind of results for you or your child, but all I'm saying is that when you do certain things on the front end, just particularly in regard to this situation, it's going to help make things better down the road. So next we're going to talk about the triangle of transformation. And this is really what the heart and the soul of the webinar and the 4 week live training course is about. These are 3 critical ways to help you fast start college. And each week is going to be about a different topic. So week 1, we're going to talk about college clarity. What the hell is, what that, excuse me, what the heck is that? Really what that is just being prepared for college. What do you need to do to make sure your child has you and your child, because you're going to be there talking and brainstorming with them what they really want to do, what they need to do to be prepared for college, and choosing the right college, everything that you can think of. That's what we're going to cover in under the college clarity. In week 2, we're going to cover the freshman frenzy. We talked about that infancy stage, right? So what do they need to do to really fast start college once they get there and they start that initial stage of college, getting started? What are some of the resources they're going to need right up front, from roommates to budgeting to, again, academic assistance, to just making sure they comfortable socially, just starting off in college in the environment, because a lot of students are not, and I sure wasn't, so I can tell you that for a fact. Then week 3, we're going to talk about the parachute. You be thinking of, all right, they left college, now what? How to cope with your child not being home. A lot of parents, cry or even depressed with their child not being home anymore. How can you still be supportive? When do they really need you? How to help accelerate their growth? So we're going to talk about those different things as well. And then in week 4 is going to be Q&A. You guys, any questions that you want to ask? So at this point in time, you may be thinking, all right, all this sounds good, but is this really valuable? And I'm here to tell you today that it's extremely valuable. Let's just go over just a few things. This is not even everything, but these are just a few things that you can pick up. All right, let's say you're taking notes, you pick up a couple things from this webinar. Let's say you pick up how to budget and help your child get a job. Let's just say they learn these strategies and they get, you say, all right, pay your cell phone bill, right? Get a job, whatever. Now they paying their own cell phone bill. They're looking at $1,000 a year. I'll let you save $200,000 a year just for back in your pocket, just because they paying their own bill now. You're getting $4,000 back in your pocket over the next 4 years. Not bad, right? Pass class. Let's say a couple strategies just so they can pass their classes. So now one class maybe they thought about dropping or they were struggling with. Now they passed the class, they kept it. That's $1,000 that they kept from not dropping it, because you still got to pay even if you drop a class, right? So now that's $1,000 back in your pocket. Even if it was only one class during the whole 4 years, that's another $1,000 saved. Let's say you learn some scholarship strategies or techniques, so you got a couple resources for scholarships. Boom, now you got another 5,000, maybe another $5,000 to $10,000, back in your pocket, because that's going towards what, tuition, right? Let's say you learn some ninja fast food techniques, to get more aid that the average parents or average family don't know. That's another $4,000 back in your pocket right now. Now these are just average. These are things that could happen. I'm not saying this is guaranteed going to happen for you, but these are things that could happen based off the strategies that you're going to learn. Right now, that can be a total value of $14,000. All of this total value of $14,000 $2,000 from what you're going to learn in this webinar. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is not going to cost you nowhere near $14,000. Trust me, you're not even going to pay 10% of $14,000 of value that you will be getting during this webinar as soon as you register. All right, so let's talk about some bonuses. I got to give you a bonus because I want to make sure that I sweeten the pot for you so you really know what to take advantage of today. All right, so before we jump in, I just want to let you know I'm excited about this first bonus right here because I know this is what holds most people back. You know, thinking that they're alone in the process. So I want to make sure that I gave you a private FastStart community of like-minded people like you that has children that's in college just like you and that's going through the process and that's looking to really just bounce ideas off of, get ask questions to, and I'm going to be in there answering and part of the community as well. But just other people that's going through the same journey as you, because they can make it so much easier when you have other people there and you know they're going through the same thing as yourself. So that is $149 value that I'm just going to give you today. Bonus number 2. You're going to have access to the full week live training call replay so you can access it at any time. Each call, we're going to record it, and you're going to come back and you're going to be able to access that at any point in time that you want to access it. All right, now that's a $97 value. You may miss something or you may want to refer back to something. You'll be able to get that, and that's a $97 value. Bonus number 3. You're going to have access to an interactive small group coaching session. This is going to be a small session where you'll be able to really come on with you and your child and just ask questions. You know, you'll be able to, if you can't attend first, I just want to let you know you can provide your questions beforehand and you'll get those questions answers. But this is really more of a powerful small group a live virtual session that's really just going to enable you and your child just to really ask me anything. And this is $250 worth of value. You're going to get another bonus number 4, which is going to be 12 months of ongoing college FastStart training. You know, I know this journey is not going to be easy, and I know you're going to have questions along the journey. So I want to make sure that I conduct a live webcast every month where you'll be able just to listen in, learn, and ask questions. And just for this, a whole year, you're going to get this, and this is a $507 value that you're going to get just for taking advantage of this webinar today. In total, you are getting $1,003 in added bonuses. So let's just look at what you're going to get today. You're going to get the training value is just $14,000 by itself, plus the bonuses that we just went over is another $1,003. You are getting $15,003 worth of value today. But I'm just gonna let you know right now, it's not gonna cost you $15,000, not even close. It's not even gonna cost you 10% of the value that you're gonna be getting today once you register. Today, once you register, you are only going to pay a one-time payment of $49.95. So go ahead and click below right now to register. This is going to fill up fast. I'm telling you right now, and I'm only taking 50 spots. I can't do more than that because I can't make it small. I can't make it interactive like that, and a lot of people are not going to be able to get their questions out if I make it too large. So I can't do 100, 200, 300 people. 50 is just enough where enough people will be able to get their questions out, answer this at more intimate settings. So you have to do this now because you'll miss out on it, and this is going to close forever once it's done. You know, it's either going to be once it's open, it's either going to be once it's full, or the date before the training starts. So here's my guarantee: if you don't absolutely love this training, if you don't absolutely think that you've learned anything, you can get 100% of your money back. No questions asked. You're getting that back. So no hard feelings. I'll give you everything that you asked for back. Everything that you paid for, you'll get that back. So, like I said, this is time sensitive. I'm shutting this registration down forever. Monday, February 21st, on until the class gets full, and then that following day, we're gonna start the training. So make sure that you do it now, because you also want to make sure you grab the bonuses, because the interactive group is also going to be smaller that you're going to be on with your child, and you also want to make sure that you take advantage of that as well, because that's limited. All right, so now we're going to get into the college fast start crash course. First of all, it's coming soon. And it's going to be for students. It's going to be kind of like a dual program, so it'll be for students and parents. And this is what the webinar is going to be part of a larger program called the College Fast Start Crash Course, which is going to be a full in-depth comprehensive program for your child, step by step, on what to do and where to begin in college. So you'll be able to get everything as far as your child learning certain things that's specifically for them, and it's interactive. But right now, you're going to learn some great ninja techniques in order to start implementing things right now with this webinar, okay? But I just want to let you know, give you a heads up that it's going to be part of a larger program called the College Fast Start Crash Course. Oh, and there's one more thing. I got some more surprise bonuses for you, because I have to sweeten the pot even more for you, just to really make this a no-brainer for you. So, in order to do that, I want to make sure that you get 2 tuition waivers to the College Fast Start next live seminar. You'll find out more information about the times and everything once we get started, but you're going to get 2 tuition waivers for that, and that's a value of $997. If you want to purchase these tickets on your own, it's going to be $497 a piece, but you're going to get 2 for free just as another bonus, just for signing up for this. Your surprise bonus number 2, you're going to get 50% off the College Fast Start Crash Course that we just talked about, $99 value. Surprise bonus number 3, I'm going to reveal it inside, but I know you're going to be very excited about this, because this bonus right here is really going to be able to help excel you and take you to that next level. So I know you're going to be excited about that. And surprise bonus number 4 is going to be revealed inside, and you're literally going to fall out your chair once you see the amount of value that you're going to get in this surprise bonus here. Right, so let's walk through the numbers to see what you're getting. All right, this is $1,645 in surprise bonuses. Wow. All right, so let's see all the value you're going to get. You're going to get a 4-week Fast Start webinar, $14,000. Private Fast Start community worth $149. You're going to get the 4-week live training call replays, $97. You're going to get the interactive small group coaching session, $250. You're going to get 12 months of ongoing college Fast Start training, $507. You're going to get 2 tuition college waivers for the Fast Start live seminar, $997. You're going to get 50% off the College Fast Start Crash Course, which is $99. You're going to get surprise bonus of $49. You're going to get another surprise bonus for a whopping $500. Wow. And you're going to get all of this, which comes out to a grand total of $16,648 in value. And like I said, you're not going to pay nowhere near that amount of value. You're going to get all of that today for just one payment of $49.95. Not recurring, one payment, $49.95. Now, traditionally, for someone to have access to me, they will have to, really pay the amount of value that you're getting there today. Or you can just sign up for about 10 different programs and pay thousands of dollars to learn all of these things. But this is a comprehensive program that you're getting today. So after this, I literally cannot give you anything else or give you any better deal than this. This is everything that I have. So just make sure that you register for the, for this webinar, because you're going to get a lot of value. All right. You want to make sure that you give your child a solid foundation to succeed in college, and not leave it up to hope. Be very purposeful and be very prepared for what's ahead. You don't want to just be going through this college process willy-nilly, and you give them money. Your child may not make it. Will they graduate? Will they not? Are they going to do good? Will they get a scholarship? Maybe not. You don't want to put it up to anything up to chance. All right. All you really just need is the tools and the strategies and the resources and coaching to help you do what this 4-week college Fast Start webinar is. All right. So make sure that you click the button below to register now. This is your time. I hope to serve you along your journey, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Click the button below, and I will see you soon.